Yes, antioxidants are present in fruits, vegetables, everywhere. But coffee also has antioxidants. In the Western world, or India, which is now getting westernized, coffee drinkers get more antioxidants from coffee than from fruits and vegetables. So it is a very good source of antioxidant for us. Studies show that coffee drinkers have a much lower risk of several serious diseases. Many controlled trials have shown it affects several types of our brain function. It improves memory. It betters our mood. All the time that you are tired or you are depressed, you want a cup of coffee because you know its benefit. It makes you more vigilant. It increases the energy levels. Everybody knows that coffee or tea is consumed when you want to work overnight, you want to have a presentation ready, you want to study for your exam. It improves reaction time. Reaction time is from the time you are told to do something, your brain tells you, you start reaction. And overall intelligent functions. I will go little bit deep in this and tell you how it does that. We all know that coffee contains caffeine. This caffeine, when we drink through our stomach, enters the bloodstream and goes to the brain. In the brain, there is a chemical called adenosine. This chemical inhibits us. It suppresses us. It's like somebody trying to push us down. Caffeine goes to the brain and removes adenosine and its inhibitory effect, and thus we feel better, we feel elated, we have a better mood. Now there is not enough time for me to go to all beneficial effects like this, but I will still give you evidences for everything. Several studies show that caffeine increases fat burning in the body. Whenever we want to lose weight, we need to burn our fat. Caffeine helps us do that. It is found in almost every commercial fat burning supplement. All the bodybuilding supplements, if you have a fat burner, it contains good amount of caffeine. Green coffee extract is a very good effective aid for burning fat. But again, being a doctor, I give a word of caution. For burning fat, you need to control your diet, you need to exercise, then caffeine may help. You can't say, I eat 6 vada pavs, I will not exercise, and caffeine will work. No, it will not work. Following a 22-week study of 16 overweight adults, researchers discovered that participants given green coffee bean extract had undergone significant weight loss with 37.5%, more than one-third of them moving from pre-obesity weight to a normal range weight. So there is a scientific proof. Caffeine can release adrenaline levels. Adrenaline is another body chemical which makes us do more things than our capacity. It causes the heart to pump with force faster. Heart rate goes up. Our muscles get strength. So adrenaline is like, when we say adrenaline rush is a common word. You are walking in a road at night, there is no light there, and you hear footsteps behind you. Your body will give you adrenaline rush to run. Caffeine gives that adrenaline rush. So whenever we want to do more work, you want to run 100 meters, you decide I want to walk, having a cup of coffee before that helps. It leads to significant improvements in physical performance. The New York Times reports, scientists and many athletes have known for years that a cup of coffee before a workout jolts our athletic performance better, especially in endurance sports like distance running and cycling. Then I am giving you a little bit of medicine, but in simple language. For energy, we have fat in our system, we have carbohydrates in our system. And depending on what is available, they will burn and give you energy. But caffeine increases the number of fatty acids in the bloodstream. So if somebody is running a marathon and he has a nice cup of coffee before that, in the beginning part his fats will get burned. His carbohydrates are available to him towards the last surge that he wants to come to win the marathon. A single cup of coffee contains riboflavin, pantothenic acid, manganese, potassium, magnesium and niacin. Now it doesn't mean that you take coffee only for vitamins. There are other sources which have to be taken. I'm just saying coffee has some other nutrients as well besides just caffeine. Several studies have shown that coffee drinkers have a lower risk of getting type 2 diabetes mellitus. Everybody knows that diabetes is increasing. In 2025, the World Health Organization has predicted India will become diabetic capital of the world. We will have close to 23% of our population diabetic. Today we are at 10%. Imagine 1 out of every 10 person is a diabetic. Again a study, a massive review that looked at 18 studies with a total of 4,60,000 individuals. Each daily cup of coffee was associated with a 7% reduced risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Again, doesn't mean you eat sweets, you eat cakes, pastries, ice cream and you take coffee. No, it will not work. Between 1986 and 1998, 13 years, Harvard Institute of Public Health, United States, they track coffee consumption and occurrence of type 2 diabetes over 40,000 men. Now, imagine a study involving 40,000 subjects lasting for almost 12 to 13 years. They discovered that long-term coffee drinkers had a significantly reduced risk of developing type 2 diabetes. And statistics indicated the risk decreased the more coffee they drank. But limit your sugar and exercise should be continued. Otherwise, the benefits do not accrue. In a Harvard study published in 2011, women who drank 4 or more cups per day had a 20% lower risk of becoming depressed. Because it elevates mood, I have shown you earlier, caffeine elevates mood. Chances of becoming depression are much lesser. Coffee appears to lower the risk of developing depression and may dramatically reduce the risk of suicide. Again, Alzheimer, which is today fear of everyone. The risk reduces by consumption of coffee. Coffee drinkers have a 60% low risk of getting Parkinson's disease, and those who have will get less severe symptoms. These have been shown by studies. Again, in liver also it is helpful, but I won't say that continue drinking alcohol without any sense and keep drinking coffee. It doesn't work. It controls pain tolerance or increases pain tolerance. A study in Norway showed that 48 people performing same office work found that those who consumed coffee had a pain intensity level of 41, whereas those who didn't have a level of 55. According to a Japanese study of more than 76,000 participants, men consuming 1 or 2 cups of coffee daily reduced the risk of dying from a cardiovascular disease by as much as 38%. But if somebody thinks that without doing exercise we can save with coffee, laugh out loud. It doesn't excuse us from exercises. Then you heard of people of 35, 38 dying today suddenly. How many times you heard the sentence, poor fellow was fine till yesterday and today is no more. With coffee and of course other healthy habits, such sudden deaths and early deaths are avoided. something on the negative side. Some studies have shown that coffee can increase blood pressure, although minimally by 3 to 4 millimeters of mercury, which over a period of time will stabilize. So people who have very high blood pressure or blood pressure that is not controlled should better be careful when consuming large quantities of coffee. The oldest thing that coffee causes heart attack is wrong. The risk of heart attack is not more with coffee. On the contrary, the risk of stroke is lower if somebody is drinking coffee regularly. Although coffee may have fewer risks compared with benefit, one thing we must understand that the other nutrients available in other beverages like fruit juices, milk are not present in coffee as much. So coffee is very good provided it is in moderation and you are taking other nutrients as well. Adding cream and sugar to your coffee adds more fat and calories. So here you may get the benefit but your negative effects will be much more. Because when you go to coffee parlors today, after you ordered your coffee, you are asked about flavor, cream, ice cream, all that in addition to a bigger bill is bigger calories also. High consumption of unfiltered coffee or espresso has been associated with mild elevation in cholesterol levels. Moderation is ultimately the key to enjoying your coffee and leading a healthy life. Coming to tea. We in the eastern part of the world have been knowing that tea is very good for health, but we never wanted to do any research or confirm the finding. But Westerners always want to prove. So tea has caught the attention of researchers in the West who day by day are discovering newer health benefits of tea. There are different types of tea, but generally they are used as green tea, black tea, white tea and oolong tea. They are all derived from the plant called Camellia sinensis, which is native to China and India. Tea contains antioxidants. They protect our body from ravages of aging and effects of pollution. As I have told you, they destroy free radicals. Dr. Shweta will be talking in detail on flavonoids and polyphenols. Two unique types of antioxidants are flavonoids and polyphenol. The most potent of this, ECGC, epigallocatechin gallate, helps against free radicals that contribute to cancer, heart disease and blocked arteries. So having tea regularly is a good thing to control free radicals. Tea reduces the risk of heart attack and stroke, keeps our arteries clot free. A 5.6-year study from Netherlands found a 70% lower risk of fatal heart attack in people who drank at least 2 to 3 cups of black tea daily compared to non-tea drinkers. Now, getting a heart attack and getting a fatal heart attack is somebody who dies with the heart attack before reaching hospital. You may not know this. If 100 people get heart attack today at this time, 240, 40 of them will be dead by 340. Whether they reach a hospital or they are in an ICU when they got a heart attack. So, just imagine, today people get heart attack, there are treatments available. If the chances of reducing the fatality of heart attack goes down, it is worthwhile taking black tea. Tea gives a sweet smile, it is good for oral health. It is said that tea is bad for teeth. It is not the tea that is bad, it is the sugar that is bad. Tea itself contains some amount of fluoride and tannins, which are plant polyphenol, that keeps the plaque at bay. Adding unsweetened tea, drinking to our daily dental routine of brushing and flossing for healthier teeth and gums will always help. But how many of us can take unsweetened tea? The Indian habit is of taking 4 spoons in 100 ml. It bolsters our immune defenses because antioxidants increase our immunity. These are all repetitions coming. All these have caffeine and theanine which affect the brain and seem to heighten our mental alertness just like caffeine. A word of caution, if the tea leaves are processed a lot, usually have lesser polyphenols and flavonoids than less processed teas. Black tea is oxidized and fermented, so polyphenols are lower than green tea, but antioxidants are high. What is danger in tea consumption is adding flavors. And today the fashion is people come and say, youngsters come and say, I don't take milk. So they ask for non-dairy creamer because it's available. But non-dairy creamer and flavors are made of high fructose corn syrup, which is the worst thing today that you can give to your body. Artificial colors, flavors, preservatives, trans fats. So on one side, if you are taking a natural tea by adding a flavor and a non-dairy creamer, you are actually causing more damage to you than whatever benefit the tea can give. Coffee versus tea now. Tea has less caffeine than coffee. Quite less actually. Coffee has 2 to 3 times the caffeine of tea. A 240 ml cup of coffee contains 135 mg of caffeine. Tea contains only 30 to 40 mg per cup. Now, we know that 240 ml of coffee in a coffee parlour is small size, whereas a cutting tea is 75 ml. A full tea is 150 ml. So you are consuming more quantity. Some people get tremors, indigestion, headache or disturbed sleep with coffee. They should shift to tea. That means caffeine is giving them excess reaction. Their body is not able to tolerate caffeine. So they should shift to tea because tea has less caffeine. And you will never drink, like I went to a coffee parlour once and there were 2 women sitting there and they had not seen the cup before ordering, and a cup of 500 ml came and they had to hold from 2 sides. They were very embarrassed. They said, can I send it back? They said, no, order is too. No, you can't drink coffee like that. Prefer brewed tea over bottled tea. Iced tea, again, I am not promising any benefits coming to you from iced tea because extra calories are there, sweeteners are there. Indian habit of loading tea, coffee with sugar. Because people feel, कि like our mentality कि free में है ना, 2 चम्मच शक्कर extra मिल जाएगा तो चलो, some energy will come. This is one point which is debatable. Shweta, I like your input on that. When we advise patients to consume at least 2.5 liters of water per day, I got to read somewhere that tea can be counted among that 2.5 liters. Coffee should not be counted among the 2.5 liters, despite having water. So I believe, this is my thinking, excess caffeine nullifies that water effect. So if you are drinking 3 cups of 240 ml coffee, don't think 720 ml water is gone in. Water has to be consumed 2.5 liters in a day. Tea can be counted, coffee should not be counted in that. One thing which I miss nowadays is drinking tea is no more a luxury and enjoying. All of us are running. We take cups, we keep sipping when we are walking. I think tea and coffee are not made for that. We should learn to enjoy them. Thank you.
It was actually an eye-opener for all the people who are present out here regarding the benefits of tea and coffee. And actually it was an eye-opener for me because I used to consume coffee earlier, but due to some of my relatives said it's not good for health, I stopped. So now I think I'll again start having it. And thank you so much, sir, and for your such a wonderful presentation in front of our guest present out here. I would request Preeti Kapadia ma'am to please come up on stage and give a lovely memento to Asrani sir. Thank you. Continue. We have our next speaker of the day, Ms. K. Yashashwini. She heads operations and marketing of Yuvan Long Life Private Limited. She's going to speak on the topic how Yuvan Herbal Tea can help one young and disease-free. So to talk about her, I have something very interesting about what she has done and her profile. She is a young and dynamic personality heading the operations and marketing at Yuvan Long Life. Had done her masters in biotechnology and presented her publication at the first International Natural Products Symposium KINS 2010 held in Thailand and was attended by approximately 150 participants from various universities, research institutions and industries from 15 different countries. She had further pursued her MBA in Finance and Marketing from ICFAI Business School. Her area of interest is health and innovation, and her dream is to innovate and revolutionize the tea drinking experience in India. So with her introduction and profile, I would request her to please come up on stage and give her a wonderful presentation. And let us all wait for the best presentation from her as well. Thank you. Ready? I'll be talking about what Yuvan Long Life is and how our products help our consumers with health. Now, who we are. Yuvan Long Life is a company. We are engaged on development, production and marketing of nutraceutical ingredients and also consumer products which are health focused. Now, Yuvan is promoted by National Innovation Foundation. It is a body of the Government of India. It comes under the Department of Science and Technology. And they work on the honeybee network philosophy. As in, they pioneer grassroots innovators, they help them patent their products, they help them scientifically validate and innovate their products and get it to the end consumer. Now I'll be talking about what Kangda tea is. Kangda tea, I'm sure all of you must have heard about Darjeeling, Assam and other Nilgiri teas, but nobody has heard of Kangda tea. I'll be talking about the benefits of Kangda tea and why is it so special. It has a distinctive golden color and it also has various health benefits associated with it. It is very low in caffeine and it can be consumed several times right through the day. It is specially for people who are allergic to caffeine and who need a very low dosage of caffeine. It is very rich in antioxidants, in fact more than the other teas like Darjeeling and Assam tea. And these neutralize the free harmful chemicals like Dr. Asrani had mentioned. It helps to flush out all the toxins from the body. It is also cardiovascular. All teas are cardiovascular, but this Kangda tea especially works on your coronary arteries and veins, and it helps to expand them and prevents blockages. It is also antibacterial. It prevents dental cavities. It is fat burning. It aids digestion. It tones your body. It is very low in terms of calories. It has only 1 calorie per 100 ml. It has a very unique aroma and flavor. It has a very subtle flavor. And it doesn't give a bitter aftertaste like the other green teas do. And it has more catechins and flavonoids as compared to other teas. Now your daily intake of Kangda tea has vitamin B1, B2 and B6. These are usually found in your food intake.
It also has calcium, zinc and folic acid. Now folic acid is a form of vitamin B9 which is found only in teas. Now what is so special about this? It is about the innovation and simplicity. We have blended different natural ingredients from all over the country and blended it with Kangra tea. These cater to your different lifestyle conditions like stress, obesity, hypertension, diabetes, cholesterol, arthritis. We have used 100% natural ingredients in the teas and we have taken special care and tests have been conducted at every step to give you the best in terms of taste, aroma and quality. We bring out a healthy you. Our unique blends with the goodness of Kangra tea along with the properties of the natural ingredients bring you nothing but health in a teacup. We source from the best of tea plantations. Our plant is located in Himachal Pradesh and we select only the best of tea leaves and natural ingredients and blend them, and we blend it in the precise quantity and proportion for maximum health benefits. The complete story. Now everybody must have heard of what green teas are. You know that they help eliminate the free radicals, but it is just half the story. Our teas help eliminate the free radicals. They also act on your nervous system and they cater to the root of the free radicals. They act on your nervous system in such a way that in your normal course of action, when you are exposed to stress, you might release 100 free radicals. But when you have this tea, you release only about 30 to 40 free radicals. So, instead of releasing free radicals, you handle stress better and the root cause of free radical elimination is eliminated. So, you are ensured with better health with every sip. Now we have chosen 6 major lifestyle conditions which affect most of us. One is stress. Everybody has stress. We have obesity problems. We have aging problems. Everybody here, most of us are prone to diabetes, like doctor said. There are inflammatory conditions, as in the body swells up, the internal organs swell up, and you have problems like arthritis. You have blockage of arteries. And there is one more variant called the hypertensive tea. It is basically for the BP patients who have blood pressure problems. I'll talk about the different products now. The antioxidant tea, like I said, it helps eliminate the free radicals from your system. It de-stresses you, it reduces your anxiety, it detoxes you, it builds up your immunity system, it increases your body metabolic rate. So you're able to digest and synthesize food better and faster. We have an anti-aging tea. I'm not saying it will take you back to your young age, but it will slow down your aging process. So all your internal organs will tend to age slowly. It also acts as a relaxant, it softens your skin, it slows your aging process, you have better hair and skin, it stimulates circulation within the body, and it purifies and detoxes you. We have the anti-obesity variant. Now this particularly improves your metabolic rate. It is not because we eat that we tend to put on weight. It is because the food remains in your system for a very long time and the fats are absorbed by the body. Now what this tea does is, it breaks down the fats and before they are absorbed into your body, they are eliminated from your body. And it also improves your metabolic rate, so you digest food faster and it goes out of the system really soon. So it only takes in what you require, the nutrients, and then it gives out all the toxins. It improves your blood circulation, it lowers your cholesterol. Cholesterol is a major problem because of which people become obese. So we have the anti-diabetic tea. I'll tell you a very interesting case where a person who has developed resistance to insulin has benefited out of this tea. Just by drinking tea, his sugar levels have come down. His body is not reacting to medicines or insulin, but tea has helped him in a way where probably no medicine could have. So this tea helps produce insulin naturally in the body. It reduces your need for external insulin. It increases your plasma level insulin. Because of diabetes, your other organs are also affected. So now it helps revive those organs again. It lowers the sugar levels and it fights the degenerative conditions because of diabetes. We have the anti-inflammatory tea, which keeps your heart healthy. It also works on the arthritis, joint pains, rheumatic and other pains. It reduces the swelling in the body and it heals the internal wounds which are caused due to different free radicals generated. We have the anti-hypertension tea. This basically is for the blood pressure patients. It controls your blood pressure. It ensures proper blood flow. it detoxes, it prevents the hepatic obstruction, it is diuretic, and hence the sodium absorption is reduced, which is the major cause of hypertension. Now, how to make tea? Most people like to have a tea with milk and sugar. But these are the two stepping stones. While sugar is the stepping stone to diabetes, and milk neutralizes the antioxidant properties. So all the goodness in the tea is neutralized by the milk. So I advise all of you out here, do not have your tea with milk. Please either use black tea or green tea. Our teas were launched at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, this being promoted by the National Innovation Foundation. They were presented to the President of India, Shri Pranab Mukherjee. We here at UN constantly endeavour to innovate and revolutionize the tea drinking experience in India. So life is all about a cup of tea, it's all about having it. Thank you.